Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the Three Parallels podcast presents the Gator Lab, which will now be known as the Lab. So thank you all for being here on your Wednesday. And please know from today until at least December 31st, every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, we're going to connect. And this connection is for us, helping professionals to help each other. And I can't help anybody else if I'm not willing to help myself first. So you deciding to be here gives you an opportunity to help yourself. And I'm the person that's willing to help. And the why. So why did I start this? Because number one, we need it. How do I know? When I asked the question, that y'all gave answers. And this is a community that I'm building from just organically. And for us to have who we have on the call, it's going to grow because you're going to have some responsibilities being a part of this group. So you're not just here to absorb and go home. You're here to absorb. You're here to give. You're here to support. You're here to network. You're here to build. You're here to get better. Because there's only 3 therapists, in my humble opinion. It's only 3. You got good therapists. You got great therapists. You got horrible ones. Okay, that is it. That is all. The horrible ones we ain't finna talk about because everybody already talking about them. The good ones are the average. The great ones are you, because anybody connected to me in this therapy game, in these therapy streets, is great. Okay, I just need to know what's up. Mm-hmm. What makes us great and what makes therapists great is therapists willing to do the work on themselves. That's it. That's how you go from good to great. Because the more work you do on yourself, the better and easier, the healthier it is for you to do work and serve your clients or your patients or whoever the hell you work. So that's what we're diving into. And I have just a little presentation to share to set the tone. I need y'all to know this thing is finna be big, okay? If y'all showing up alone lets me know y'all want to hear what I'm talking about, okay? Not just that, but somebody talking about it that looks like me. Somebody talking about it that speaks my language. Somebody talks about it that makes it outside of the box. And when I think outside of the box, I love analogies. It's the beach and the sandbox. When I think about the counseling profession, I think about the sandbox, meaning that the world that we live in, excuse me, the world we live in, as far as the world, as people, it's a beach, right? It's huge, it's vast. As you all know, there's beaches that have not been inhabited by human beings. We don't even know it exists. That's how big it is. To go even further, somebody could, with being on the beach, there are no limits, there are no laws, there are no rules besides the one we create. So people, like us, humans, find a way, hey, this is a nice looking beach. Let me put some parameters around it to make it comfortable for me because it's scary. So when that happens, people put a framework around a free space. So therapy is a free space, meaning people need help. That's everybody that you can think of. Okay, alive or dead, need help. Whether they got it or not, different conversation. But we need help. So someone decided, or several people decided, this is how we're going to help people. And what I recognize in 20 years in this game, that's not the only way. And there's tons of different ways because there's tons of different types of people, personalities, background, cultures, religions, beliefs, ideas, identity. How can it just be one? And so for me, I began to question things I never questioned because I never had permission to question. Sounds familiar? Thank you, Roselle. I see you. Thank you, Meg. I see y'all. So therefore, this group, this community is for helping professionals who have questions in a space where you can ask them. You're in a space where you're connected with other people that may look like you. That's part of the culture that we're creating to help each other on this journey called therapy or helping professionals. So understanding the beach and the sandbox gets you ahead of the curve because you can begin to develop what is your beach, what is your sandbox. Let me break that down. 2 things. When I think about the beach and the sandbox, I think about people. And there's people that live in both worlds, or they live in one world and stick their foot or toe in the other world. You have to determine who you are and how you want to do this profession because every day you get to decide. And for me, my decision has always been to live on the beach, meaning I make the damn rules and I make the ones that work for me. And I'm not sweating the ones that don't because there's too many that do because I don't look like anybody that I was taught and trained to do this work. None of them look like me, not even close. So therefore, I have to create my own space in my own world, which is the beach. And all of you have the ability to do that. The struggle is the belief that even though I'm a beach person, that I have to live in the sandbox. And that's not true. It's a belief. You're entitled to it. However, the belief hurts us. So the stress, the pressure, the anxiety, the timeline, all of this is related to the sandbox. Because on the beach, none of that stuff matters. None of it. Think about it. Whatever degree you have your client ever asked you about it? Nope. They ask you how long it take to get it? Nope. They ask you what the GPA? Nope. They don't give a shit. Just want to talk about facts. They don't care. What they care about is the person sitting in front of them is going to help them on their journey. They don't care how you got here. You are here. So if that's the case, know that you belong here. You're supposed to be here. And if you don't know it, I'm going to reiterate it to you until I'm blue or purple in the face. You're going to be sick of me. Why? Because I'm sick of this sandbox profession. I'm sick of it. This is why we're here. So we can begin to decolonize this system of helping professionals by being us authentically. That's what this group is about. It's just being us. Whatever works for us, that's what we're going to do. Whatever feels comfortable, natural, easy, we do it here. All right. There are no rules or laws besides the ones we create. And I have very limited laws. One of the biggest laws or rules that I have for this group is you're not allowed to apologize anymore for being you. Yes, indeed. Whole new ball game. I need y'all to know what you're dealing with. So when you hop on here, there's no apology needed. Oh, I'm eating. I'm sorry. I got this, or I'm running late. Shut the hell up. We ain't trying to hear it. Okay. Doesn't help you. Doesn't serve you. Okay. This is brunch or lunch intentionally. So I want you to be on the call eating because you're comfortable. And I don't know if y'all notice or not, food brings community. I don't know what you're eating, but seeing somebody else eating, it's a good time. Don't be listening to some music at the same time on your lunch break, whatever. So I want y'all to see what we're building, and I can't do it by myself. I'm just going to give you my energy, but we're going to create the community. All right. So let's dive in. Let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen. Any questions so far? Everybody understand beach and sandbox? Okay. My recommendation with the beach and the sandbox is find what your lane is. Some people live on the sandbox, and that's fine. And some people live on a beach. You got to know which one you live in. To me, I think it's really important to have your feet in both parts. Meaning I got one foot in the sand and one foot in the sandbox. Because more often than not, in every situation that you're in, you have to go through the sandbox in order to hang out on the beach. And what I mean by that, a mentor once told me, I'll never forget it, as long as I live, Dr. Linwood Vereen, he said sometimes, so the beach represents the GS. The sandbox is the BS. And sometimes you got to get through the BS to get to the GS. So Linwood taught me when I was a doctor, sometimes you got to get through the bullshit to get to the good shit. So this community gets through the bullshit so we can get to the good shit, which is whatever we want to do. All right. Now protocol has been established. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. All right. Can everybody see my screen? Yes. Y'all see Three Parallels Podcast, Gator Lab? Perfect. All right. So, as you can see from the top, off the rip, the cover page, there's a chess piece. Chess is really important to me. Every class I teach, this is how I start teaching my class. I'll talk about the game of chess because I don't know any other game that is so connected to the counseling profession other than chess. I just don't know it because to break it down, the game of chess, for those who don't know how to play, this is your ripple and breadcrumb. Let me explain. Well, I got a lot of explaining to do because I don't know if y'all know or not, but I need you to know. I need everybody speaking the same language here. Breadcrumbs are the things that surround you hidden in plain sight. You see it every day, but you don't pay attention to it because it's not within your awareness or your lens. So if I eat enough breadcrumbs, meaning the things that's hidden in plain sight, I start paying attention to it. I start picking it up. I start writing it down. I start eating it. I start thinking it. I start speaking it. Eventually, I'm going to end up with a slice of bread. As you know, with a slice of bread, there are two sides, right? You never eat one side of a slice of bread. So therefore, that's two sides to everything. A coin, a piece of bread, whatever. It's two sides. And if I eat enough bread, I'm going to end up with a loaf. I keep eating loaves, I'm going to get hit in the head with a honey bun. I need y'all to see what I'm seeing. You hit the head with a honey bun, it's going to end up with some sourdough. And before you know it, you're going to wake up in Panera Bread. Because that's where I live at, the bread factory. And I don't run out. I do not run out. I'm no different than you. I've just tapped into a place that is really hard to tap into because we've never been taught or told how to tap in. But that's where I am, and I just want to give it to you, and you can do whatever you want to do with it. So that's the breadcrumb. This first slide is a breadcrumb. The profession itself, again, beach and sandbox, is like the game of chess because you can learn how to play chess in about 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. However, it can take you a lifetime to master it. It's the equivalent of this profession. You can learn how to be a therapist in 2 to 3 years, but it can take you a lifetime to master it. The issue is we're not taught about the lifetime. The issue, we're taught about the timeline. Ooh, that's a word. Somebody do something with it. Somebody, I don't give a shit who. Somebody do something with that. It's a timeline. You got to do it at this certain time. You got to be the head of the class. You got to be the first. You got to be the best. You got to do this. You got to do that. It's not true. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. How do I know? People do it all the time. Why do you think you're still in class and people and your professor saying, whatever you do, don't sleep with your client? Why do you think they still say that? I'm still sleeping with their client. Thank you, Adam.
Don't sleep with your client?
Don't, yeah, Adam.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know that was on mute.
No, you're good. You're good. Yes, don't sleep with the client. If you don't hear nothing else from me, that's black and white. That's the only thing I'm gonna be black and white about. Because there's no reason at any way, shape, form, or fashion for you to be sleeping with your client. Now, beach in the sandbox. This is the moment. I got to give it to you. Breadcrumbs. I hope y'all seeing this. Despite that truth, you've been told this your whole life. I'm sorry. You've been told this long as you've been a helping professional. I learned something that shook me. And what I learned is, although this is a rule across the board and it's been this way since I've been in, this rule has an asterisk by it. And this asterisk I learned within ACA standards. Don't trust me, trust ACA. Thank you, Roselle. You can check ACA standards right now, and it says you're not allowed, or it's not wise, it's not advised to have a sexual relationship with your client. However, if you do, for whatever reason whatsoever, if you just have to, there's a clause that you have to wait 6 years after termination. I just need y'all to see what I see. Now, when I first got in here, that clause wasn't here, but now it's here. Why? Because somebody, in my humble opinion, decided, hey, wait a minute, where did this rule come from? I don't really like it. I'm kind of digging my client right now. We're going to terminate soon. And I'm thinking about dating her. And I happen to be a board member and I can make rules just like anybody else can. So that clause came into ACA. Again, don't trust me. Go look it up for yourself. There are ways around sleeping with your client where it's okay with a certain amount of time. That's what ACA says. And to me, that is a contradiction. So I started noticing breadcrumbs, the contradictions within this profession, and I decided I have to do this profession the way that works best for me. Because the way that I was doing it before does not work for me because it's not real. It's an idea. And that idea comes from somebody that doesn't look like me, who work with clients that do not look like me. We're on the same page. I ain't even being able to open this slide up yet. I just need y'all to see this group, okay? This is the lab. This is what we do here. So, game of chess, right? 10, 15 minutes to learn, lifetime to master, same thing with this profession. But the timeline, the profession itself creates this false narrative, which brings us to the problems that we have that you all talked about, that I want to talk about, that we can resolve today, which is the great thing about this lab. We're going to resolve every problem y'all had, we're going to resolve it today. Why you eating, which is a rule you're not supposed to do, right? Don't eat in session. Shit, what if I'm hungry? Okay, let's keep let's keep going. Intentionality. Number one, in this lab, in this group, we are intentional. We don't just be out here doing shit to do shit. All right, we're intentional about it. Everything that we do, there's a reason that we're doing it. So I want you to be intentional about every time you show up at this lab, because every time you show up at this lab, a life will change. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. A life will change. Whose? I don't know. They ain't none of my business. But a life will change because being a part of this group, being a part of this community gives you an opportunity to pivot, meaning turn, change, shift. And anytime you pivot, your mind changes because your perspective changes. That means your life changes. Simple as that. I have an ability to break down really complex things and make them simple. And when I make things simple that we've made complex, it shifts you completely. Just like I mentioned with breadcrumbs and the game of chess. Now you look at the game of chess in the profession very differently now because of new information. In order to receive new information, you got to have an open mind, Open ears, open heart. One thing you cannot turn off is your ears, but you can hit mute. Okay. That's the only way you don't hear me. But outside of that, you're going to get something as long as you show up. You can show up and you ain't got to say nothing. You can eat the whole time and not say a word. Camera off and you doing something else. That's fine. Or you can be with your camera on and you got your bonnet on. It's Bonnetville, USA. It's fine. It's fine. I need you to show up as you. There are no rules here. Okay. If we need rules, we'll create them just like a sandbox. But for the most part, we are human beings. We're mature adults. We can handle ourselves accordingly. I'm not going to do that for you. So keep that openness. Next, you're going to need a notebook or a journal. I'm telling you, you're gonna need it. So go get one. Something you got around the house, go get it. If you don't have one, Gator Scales Journal is available for you. It's on Amazon. Hop into it, get it, dive in. It connects to all the things that I'm doing. So if you want to really be strategic and intentional, get the journal. But you don't have to. Get what works for you because you're going to write some notes. The thing that I love about journaling, again, our profession, what I view journaling to be is a time capsule, because whatever you write today is based off of the person you are right now, which it will be different tomorrow. So therefore, what you're going to write tomorrow is different. But I can always go back to what I wrote on a particular day to see who I was at the time. 3 parallels. I hope y'all seen who we were, who we are, who we're becoming. That is it. These simple structures that I'm giving you is the blueprint of everything that I do. And once you understand the simplicities of these systems and you know them, you learn them, your whole life is going to change, because that's what happened to me. And that's why you landed here, because you're looking for it. Consider a different perspective than your own. I want to get feedback from you all. What works, what doesn't work? What are you doing? How's it helping? I have an idea, but I don't know everything. I know a lot of stuff, but not everything. So I need your input, need your feedback. What's going on at your place, at your side? What are you doing in your practice? What about this and that? That's how we learn. That's how we connect. So I want to create a network too. So you may meet somebody here that's speaking your language related to AI or EMDR or whatever, that's in damn Vegas and you in Florida. Boom, that's a connection. DM, reach out, use this group to your advantage. That's what it's here for. All right. So consider a different perspective, be open-minded, willingness to step outside the comfort zone. I'm going to require you to do a lot of uncomfortable things. One of them is challenging your beliefs, and that's hard. Y'all know us. We like comfort. Don't believe me? Check your thermostat at home. It ain't changed since the season changed. Facts. Okay. Share what you learn with others. So when you get this information, don't leave it here. Give it to your colleagues, give it to your students, give it to your classmates, give it to somebody. Do not leave it here, because that's gatekeeping. I don't believe in it. If you have new information, which you're going to get every week, give it away. That is a ripple, meaning every time I throw a pebble in the pond, it's going to create a ripple, and those ripples are going to go out to the outer banks and all the way back tenfold. So anything that you do intentionally, that you're investing, you're going to get 100% return on your investment. When I think about investing in ourselves, you will always get 100% return on yourself when you invest in yourself. And you deciding to be a part of this community is you investing in yourself. I just want to talk about facts, because we're only 19 minutes in, your life has already changed. If I'm wrong, get off the call. There it is. Get off the call, go home then. Okay, I just want to talk about facts. That's what I love. Facts, what you can prove. Last thing, the gatekeeping piece is tell a friend and bring them in. So now that you know who we are and what we about to do, even if you leave now, 19 minutes in, you already know what we getting into. I need your help building this community, because I can't do it. So my challenge to you this week is attract one person who you feel moved to bring in here. That means I don't want everybody in here. Everybody ain't supposed to be in here, okay? This is a community that we building. And you know people that you roll with, and you know people that you don't. The people that you don't, I ain't trying to help them. The people that you do roll with, that's what I'm trying to help. Bring them in. Because we don't want to bring toxicity in this space. We want to keep it clean, we want to keep it fresh, we want to keep it ours, we want to keep it organic. And I cannot do that by myself. So be mindful of the people that you talk to and that you invite to this place and space. Because everybody doesn't deserve an invitation. Everybody cannot be in this room, in this space. And y'all know that based off of the energy that's being created right now. So grab a friend, bring them in, but be mindful and intentional. Don't bring anybody, because everybody's not able to hear what I have to offer, what we have to offer. So what are the problems and concerns? I'm glad you asked. So I'm gonna stop sharing so we can get real intimate, because that's how I like things. So I'm a professor by trade. So a lot of this is going to feel like class, which is great because you all are learners now. You are no longer a student. You're a learner. That's an upgrade. Y'all just been upgraded. The student do whatever they told. A learner takes the information that's given to them and find out for themselves the truth or their truth. Oh, you think why you need a notebook? And didn't I tell you I don't run out? Panera Bread. Oh, and I need y'all to see this in real time. This is a mug that I've had since 2017. Meg, we were talking about this the other day. And this is just, I wanna show you a breadcrumb and ripple. This is the mug we see now. There's gonna be a mug that we have as a community. And if you see anybody with that mug that's kind of like this, design like this, you already know what they're about. Therefore, it's already a conversation. I need you to know what we're gonna do. No, there ain't no surprises here. Okay. Honey buns only. All right. So the questions, the problems, what the problems are. And this is coming from you all. All right. What you want to gain from this? What do you want to gain from being a member of this community? Guidance, mentorship, business ventures, wisdom from other professionals, all the things that you want, you're going to get. Inspiration. If you ain't got it in 22 minutes, you ain't getting it. Get off the call. Get off the call. Connection, encouragement, communication. Again, if you ain't got it yet, you ain't getting it. Gaining knowledge. I'm new to the field, want to learn. You're going to get it. Community. I keep hearing community. Ideas, collaboration, mentorship, experience, connection. Yes, you're going to get it. Support and knowledge. You're already getting it. Meeting with like-minded individuals. Remember I said, don't bring everybody over here. Okay? I do not mind kicking people out. Please believe. Ready to live your most authentic life, non-salamander life. Yes, we're going to transition. We're going to transform today. Community, insight, connection, ideas, and support. So that's what you want to gain, which you're already getting. So please know you came to the right place. What are the problems, concerns, issues, conflicts that you're having? Understand whatever problems, concerns, issues that you're having, they all belong in the sandbox. Need you to see it in real time. It does not belong on the beach. Problems, concern, I'm new to the profession. Small roadblocks being presented due to serving refugee members. Sandbox issue. Refugees, people that's dealing with systems that's designed to hurt them. And it's doing exactly what it's designed to do. That's the sandbox issue, not a beach issue. Making sense? So when you think sandbox issue, you think about how do I get around it or get through it? Because I can't change it. And when you recognize there's things that you cannot change, control or change, you are able to let them go. Because to me, the only person that you can control, the only thing or person that you can control or change is you. That's it. So that's why I want you to put your energy. So worried about these things that's outside of us, you can worry about it, but it ain't going to change it. Because people still getting deported down the street from me. Now, August 27, 2025. Okay? I'm not changing that. But what I can do and who I am, I can change that. Undocumented clients, losing their Medicaid, Medi-Cal, not having access, near the future, unknown, sandbox issue. Because I can't control none of that. None of it. But my heart goes out to them so much so that I lose myself in them. I just want to talk about it. Okay? You can protest anytime you want. You can protest any way that you want. Again, we're talking about beach and sandbox. Found a balance between hustling and resting. My God. Yes, indeed. Sandbox. Because whether you hustle or rest is you. Your ass. First name yo, last name ass. Hey. It's you. Anybody tell you to do none of this but you. Version of you from your past. We're parallels who we were, who we are becoming. It ain't going nowhere. Unkind leaders. Welcome to the club, baby. Buckle up, buttercup. Guess who unkind leaders are? Unkind people who happen to be in a leadership position, who have not done the work on themselves. So they're putting their shit on you. As a human being, no, there is no issue, no problem with you having shit. Everybody got shit. I don't care who you are. You're a human being, you got shit. The issue is when your shit gets on other people. That's when it's a problem. And 9 times out of 10, the people that you're dealing with, unkind leaders, are people that got shit that they have not dealt with and they're giving it to you. We don't have to take it. Why? Because we live on the beach. That's their rules. That's their sandbox, not mine. Beliefs, meeting certain timeline, higher education, career. I want to get everything done fast as possible. Sandbox. I like to simplify. It's a sandbox issue. Who developed the timeline? You did. Who can change it? You can. Because it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as you get it. I will be a doctor longer than I was without. Because even when I'm dead, I'm still a doctor, doctoring dead. Just want to talk about it. I'm still Dr. Branch. You think I lose my doctorate when I die, though? Why do you think it's still Dr. Martin Luther King? He still got his. It ain't ABD. I just want to talk about it, y'all, and I get excited about it because I got people to listen to me now. Not just now, but I'm in a space where I'm moving away from industries or organizations in academia to build my own. Because being in these spaces or academia for the past 20 years, I have been stifled because I'm in environments that I don't see people like me who love to have a good time. Hey, y'all, we do. I'm black, like black, not like regular black, black. It's a difference. Based off of your beliefs. I just want to talk about it. All right. Burnout, prevention, sandbox, treatment planning and notes, sandbox, creative ways for therapy notes, moving from creativity to productivity, all of these things. Minority stress, yes. Being part of a marginalized community, yes. We're dealing with stuff just being a part of this community. And we're doing even more integrating these spaces and places that's not designed for us. Let me give you an example. Have you ever seen a Black male professor? Period. Undergraduate, graduate, master's, and beyond. Meaning seeing more than one, because most programs look like a bowl of mashed potatoes with a few specks of black pepper on them. Just want to talk about it. If you don't see that at the institution, you'll see it at the conference. You'll see the discrepancy. So how is it on the West Coast and the East Coast, the results are the same? There's no Black men, because it's designed that way. There's no Black women, because it's designed that way. There's no Indian. There's no Hispanic. There's no Latin. There's no this. There's no that. There's no LGBT. There's no this. Why is that? Because of how the profession wanted to be viewed and wanted to be viewed by others, but not anymore, because it's going to get real dark. Especially with this community. Everybody already knows. All right. Being overlooked and undermined. Sandbox. And one of the communities that I may serve, balancing out burnout, consistency, isolation, lack of community, different perspectives. All sandbox. Because I cannot control or change it. So, topics. What do I want to talk about? What do I want to focus on? Key takeaways for new therapists, ways to grow, independent. Doctoral degree. Is it needed? Hell no, but if you want it, go get it. Oh, that's a word. Do you need it? No, but if you want it, go get it. Why? Because it's out there and ain't going nowhere. PhDs ain't going nowhere, but you are. Oh, somebody better do something with that. So no matter if you got a doctorate or not, it's how you view you. Because you can have a doctorate and still work at CVS. Facts. You can have a doctorate and still be broke and depressed and tired. Facts. You can be doctor whatever and tenure and broke. Telling you what I know, not what I heard, because of this belief that this is the way out. Nah, the way out is whatever you create for yourself. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Wellness on BIPOC clients. How can I worry about BIPOC clients when I'm not even worried about me as a BIPOC therapist? Worried about the wrong thing. I need y'all to see how much we're going to focus on us. Becoming the best I can be, helping others in our field. Absolutely. This is what we're here for. Again, PhD pursuits, career opportunities, pursuing advanced training. If you want it, go get it. Why? Because it's available. You're not required. You're not required. Name one EMDR training Freud went to. Name one CE training course Adler ever done. It doesn't exist, y'all. So we're trying to become somebody that we can't. I just need y'all to see it. So instead of trying to become somebody I can't, let me just become the best version of me possible. I can do that. I just don't know how yet. Couples and families. I'm going to keep this one simple. I'm going to give you this one for free because it's on top of my head. Couples and families. I want to make it simple for you. You working with couples and families, your job is to think about a vehicle. If it's families, it's a big ass van. You know, the old school van with the with the carpet on the walls. If y'all can go that far with me, 80s, 90s, big ass van. And whoever driving, they got a bunch of keys and some sodas in the back. Get your soda out of there, baby. I'm just talking about culture, okay? So, big ass vans, that's family. No matter what, if you're having family sessions, your job is to stay in the back of that damn van and hush and watch what's going on. Never get in the driver's seat. Same rules apply when it comes to couples. They're driving, either the male, woman, or if it's two men, two women, whatever the case may be, one person driving, one person on the passenger side, and they switch as life goes. Your job is to sit in the back, stay neutral, and get whatever you need to get in order to help them from the back seat, never from the driver's seat or passenger seat. Low-hanging fruit. breadcrumb. Do something with it. Communities. What communities are focused on? What communities are others focusing on in their counseling careers, and how long did it take to work with them? Why does it matter? Sandbox. Why does it matter what anybody else is doing? It ain't got shit to do with you. You don't even live there. You don't even go to school there. You ain't got the same degree. It doesn't matter. And that's, again, what we've been talking about. Thank you, Gar, 2 ears and 1 mouth. That's what we've been talking about, is moving away from this idea of how it needs to be, how it needs to look. It's all made up. So make it up that works for you. Minority stress, treatment plan and diagnosis, same issue. Effective communication strategies being taken seriously. Sandbox. Okay? You got to take you seriously. And if I take me seriously, I don't give a shit how people take me. Y'all see the energy I'm giving you right now. I am a silverback gorilla. I've been tamed for the past 20 years. Not anymore. Not anymore. And I'm giving you me now. And I can give you evidence of the things that I talk about. So no matter what's being talked about, no matter what's brought up, I've seen it, done it, heard it, experienced it, or know somebody who has. Got t-shirts, hats, and everything else to show for it. So any question, I'm going to answer to the best of my ability. If I don't know, I'm going to find somebody that does. I'm also going to bring speakers in here because it can't just be me talking this shit. I'm going to bring other people in here who talk the same language I talk to let you know that we are supposed to be here. Next was to be determined. I don't know what the hell it is. Last thing, all of the above. All sandbox. Let me show you the beach. Let me show you the beach. Let's get back to it. We know what the problems and concerns are. Now let me show you who we are. Man, this is so good. I don't know what y'all think, but to me, it feels good. It sounds good. Let me share my screen. You should see a salamander. I want to make sure we're on the same page. You see a salamander? Perfect. Good morning, Keisha. What's happening? Thank you, Adam. I love the interaction. I love the feedback. And as you notice, this started as a webinar, but I changed it because I like interaction. So if you want to unmute, hop in as we shift things around, let me know. Definitely use the chat feature as well. Again, we're building. So these sandbox issues that I mentioned are external. They're outside of you. Beach issues, internal. Where you at? Where you spending most of your time? So that's external. What's internal is these two worlds, the salamander and the gator. I'll make it real simple, real quick. 4 P's of salamander life. So whatever issue that came up that we already talked about, this is why the issue is coming up. Because it's an external and internal issue. You're dealing with both. Typically, as a salamander, you go into salamander mode anytime you experience something different, uncomfortable, or new. Done. Big shout out to Meg. Meg helped me develop. Done. Different, uncomfortable, or new. When you're done with someone or something, typically a people, place, or thing, when you're done with them, you had to do something different, uncomfortable, or new, and that's intentionality. When you're done with a person, place, or thing, and you're the person can't make the decision for yourself, life sometimes will allow you to be done by putting you in different, uncomfortable, or new situations that you couldn't get yourself out of. Life has a way of humbling us as human beings. So you get to decide what kind of salamander will you be. Am I intentional salamander? Meaning I'm intentionally doing things different, uncomfortable, or new, which may have been part of you joining this community today. You've already decided I'm going to be a different person because you decided to step out your comfort zone. Because we don't do that. Because we love comfort. Again, go back to your thermostat. Hasn't moved since I said it. Salamander life. Okay? Number one, you're trying to be perfect. Perfection, and I want to make it real simple. Perfection is this belief that I have to be Sigmund Freud. And I talk about Freud because he's the founder. I don't know if y'all noticed or not. Freud ain't from here. He's not from the US. Okay? So what he did in Austria, Germany, whatever, he brought that here. We took that and made it ours. This is America. Just need y'all to see it. So we're emulating what this person did, who is not a person of color, who has never worked with a person of color. And he's the standard. Also, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, Freud did coke. And I ain't talking about Coca-Cola. I'm talking about the real thing, Tony Montana. Sigmund Freud was doing coke. He did coke so much, he loved it so much, he gave it to his clients. What are we talking about? I'm worried about hugging a client. I'm worried about giving tissue. I'm worried about, did I do the treatment plan right? Freud was doing coke with his clients. I need y'all to hear me. Like, not Atlanta Coca-Cola back. I'm talking about yayo lines. giving it out for Christmas. Here, I know I missed your session last week. Here's a line of coke. So if that's what we're comparing to, and I'm talking about the human element, which we don't talk about, because I've never had a class where anybody talked about the human element of any of these pioneers in our profession. Never heard it until now, because I'm talking it. So the perfectionist mindset is this belief that I have to be somebody that I can't be on my best day. I've been black my whole life. And this great beard just came about. And I've been rocking the tweed blazer before I know Freud was Freud, okay? I need you to be you. In order to be that, you got to move away from being a salamander, because that doesn't work. Number one issue with salamanders is they're trying to be perfect, trying to fit into a box that you don't belong, trying to fit into a box that you've outgrown. Doesn't work. So perfectionism is whatever you're struggling with that you feel as though it needs to be a certain way and it's not. That's your expectation. That's perfectionism. Number two, your perception, your lens is very limited, it's very skewed based off of how long you've been playing the game of chess. However long you've been in this profession is how wide your perspective is. I've been here 20 years. I have a huge perspective, global. Imagine Comfort Inn, about 4 or 5 stories and the rooms outside. I'm in the Intercontinental on the 25th floor and it's inside with a concierge. Somebody thought that was a croissant. The Comfort Inn, because there's a difference between a continental breakfast at the Comfort Inn and breakfast at the Intercontinental. That's what this community is, breakfast at the Intercontinental. Everybody can't get access, but if you got a key, come on through. You all got keys now. I need you to invite somebody in who can handle what we're doing here. Number 3, patience. You have none. That's why you're here. Why ain't I got this shit down yet? Why don't I know it yet? Why isn't it this? Why isn't it that? It doesn't have to be. It's whatever it is at this time, because this is what you need at this moment. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Present. You're not present either because you're so concerned about the future or the past. Going back to that PhD and the doctorate and the timeline. That's all salamander shit. Salamander's a turtle that's outside of the shell. You out here naked and afraid, and they talk about the TV show. That's vulnerability at its finest. But with that vulnerability, that means everything sticks. I go to work early, I stay late, I'm burnt out, I'm trying to save everybody instead of saving myself. Why? Because that's the culture. We've done it our whole lives. Think about any grandmother of color, and I'll speak specifically to Black grandmothers. They die tragically. Why? Because they never took their cape off. Never. So they sacrificed themselves for the greater good. It's fine. Oh man, mama now, big mama now. But what happened when she gone? Family breaks apart. I don't know any family that's still the same once Nana, grandmama died, because nobody else is sacrificing to that extent. I need y'all to see it. That's who we were, okay? 3 parallels. So know when the salamander shows up, that's your old self. To get to your current and future self, we got to challenge belief system. I've already went through this, so we're not going to spend too much time on it. But beliefs is real simple. 2 + 5 is a belief. 2 + 4 is a fact. What's the difference between the two? One you can prove, the other you believe so long that it becomes a fact to you, even if it's not. Best example, junk drawer. If you got one, it's been with you your whole life. Everywhere you move, that junk drawer went with you. And it's full of pennies, coins, bread ties, coupons, iPhone cases, boxes, everything else in between that you don't need but believe that you do. I need you to see it. Gator Life. This is what I'm trying to do with this is what I'm doing with this community. I'm helping salamanders become gators. How do you become a gator? Number 1, you just be consistent. You ain't got to be perfect. Just keep showing up. That's why from today till December 31st, every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, we gonna have brunch or lunch together, and I'm gonna give you me. And you do whatever you want to do with. I can commit to that. 2026, I don't know what it's gonna be because I don't know who I'm gonna be. Oh, I know I'm not by myself. My whole life, I'm only child. That's why y'all getting all this, and it's early. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. I usually don't get this energy, but I got it today because I feel y'all energy. I feel y'all passion. I feel y'all curiosity. I feel how y'all want to break free from the sandbox, and this is how we're gonna do it. So you got to be consistent. Just keep showing up, doing the best you can with what you have. Write that down. Doing the best you can with what you have. That's all you got to do every day. Because at the end of the day, you can ask yourself, did I do my best? That's a yes or no. You want to be black and white? Make it that black and white. Not black and white. Was our Freud enough today? Nope, you ain't have enough lines. Nope, you didn't have no lines of color. Didn't make the cut. Sorry. Try again. Number 2, be curious. That's how your perspective changes. You be curious. Being curious is let me find out what's over here, what's out here. One thing I love about me that my wife gives me hell about, I love finding dead ends. When we driving around, we're riding, I see a dead end and I just perk up and she's like, oh hell, here we go. Where are we going now? And I find the most amazing things in a dead end. Here's an example, breadcrumb. I have a dream car that I'm working towards getting. And it's a car that I never thought I could get. Now I've had it, if you're paying attention to the podcast, I had a car that I thought I couldn't get that I got, which means I can do it again. So I found a dead end in this random place and I went down this dead end. There was a cul-de-sac and it was a beautiful house. And in that driveway of the house was my car. Porsche 911, turbo, coupe, burgundy interior, charcoal gray outside. I was drooling. And I couldn't have saw that in reality if I didn't take a risk and be curious by going down a dead end. I just need y'all to see that. Number 3, creative. We're all creative beings. How do you think this Gator and Salamander shit came to be? Me being creative. That's it. So use your creativity, because if you think about anything in life, there are buyers and sellers. The sellers are the people that created something that was able to provide a service or a product. When it comes to selling, it's a product or service. That's it. What we do is provide service. We don't provide products more often than not. But I want to challenge you all to begin providing services and products, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. Everything that I'm doing, everything I'm going to do, I would challenge you to do the same thing in your own lane. Meaning, don't try to be Dr. Jason Branch. You can't on your best day. Because I can't on my best day. What do you think you can? So I want you to find out who you are and do that and do it well, because that's your creativity. Number 4, courageous. You were courageous, and this is how you got here. You decided, let me check it out. I know I got responsibilities, but I'm going to be there for this meeting. Even if you're not on screen, you're here. Again, you can't turn those ears off. That means something to me, because I don't know what this is, but this is the first one, and we have 11 people on the call. This is the first one, y'all. I see hundreds of people here joining us on this little screen talking this shit. And we're all speaking the same language. So when you mention honey bun and breadcrumb, everybody knows what you're talking about. When you got your mug, everybody knows what you're talking about. When you're rocking your t-shirts or whatever, everybody know what's up, because we're part of a culture. All right? Because if you think about a college, any college, somebody rocking a shirt, you already know. Especially if you went to that college. We've been going to have a conversation. What if you did something that was a part of that college that everybody didn't do, such as a fraternity or sorority, or you were a rower, you're an athlete, right? You're in the chess club, no pun intended. You know, you were with the Black Floyds. That's a different group. When you're rocking that Black Floyd t-shirt, it's a different conversation. It's a connection. So I want us to be intentional about this connection, which you have to be courageous in doing that, taking more risks. The last thing that Gators do, that Salamanders do not do at all, is celebrate. Every day you get a chance to celebrate. I want you to stop celebrating just birthdays, anniversaries, and graduations. I want you to celebrate when you transition from a Salamander to a Gator, which you can do every single day. Because that's what I do every single day. Every single day I do something different, uncomfortable, and new to stretch. And every time I do, anytime you stretch, that's a scale for a Gator. That's how you stay protected and covered. If you notice, this Gator is covered up, scaled up, mouth closed, teeth out. You know he about business. He ain't got to say nothing. Salamander, very different. Salamander different. Penetrable. Mouth wide open, no damn teeth. Eyes wide open. Talk the most shit and can't back it up. Gators ain't got to talk about it. Okay? All right. So, last thing, celebrate. So, I want you to think about that party hat, right? With the little rubber band on it. Y'all know the ones back in the day. Anytime you do something to become a better version of you, that's a reason to celebrate. And celebration is whatever you say it is. It don't have to be a rooftop party at a bar in LA. It doesn't have to be that. It can be you deciding, I'm going to go get some ice cream because I did something I've never been able to do before. So I will always quote myself. Why not? You will always earn 100% return on your investment when you invest in yourself. This is a fact. So by you deciding to be here today, in 45 minutes, you got whatever the hell you needed for today. If you didn't, don't come here next week. If you didn't get nothing, sit this one out. All jokes aside, if you didn't get nothing, keep coming back. But I'm pretty sure out of this 45 minutes, you got something that you could use, because I'm offering ripples and breadcrumbs. This info, if you want to get in contact with me in any way, shape, form, fashion, this is how I'm going to put it in the chat as well, so you have access. and I want to get into some questions, and then we'll do some life work and call it a day. So, questions. What do you have? How can I help? How can I serve? You can unmute yourself. You can hop in the chat. I'm here.
All right, I'll just ask the question. Okay, so I know last week we talked about treatment planning and notes, and I'm trying to get out of my own way when it comes to writing notes. I just am finding a little difficulty in inspiration on how to do them differently. Because when I first started doing therapy, I was working for an agency and we had to do it a certain way. So that's how I've been doing it. And I'm not liking what I have researched. So any ideas would be very helpful.
Got you covered. So how are you doing them now? If you give me just a snapshot, what does it look like for you?
Basically what I'm doing now is I'm saying the therapist and client met for the video audio session, and then I'll say the client shared this.
Okay, you can stop there.
Client therapist explored, blah, blah. Boring. It's not.
That's not Meg. So let's just start there. That's the sandbox. I need you to be on the beach. So if we were on the beach together, writing a progress note about this client that you just did magic with, what would you say? 30 seconds. What would you say?
What would I say?
No,
okay.
I'm your client now. We just had a magical session. And you about to do a audio progress note that you're going to put in ChatGPT. What would you say? What we just do together? And use what we just did together in 45 minutes. Verbalize a note for me.
We discussed the different ways of being. So internal and external processes.
Hold on, time out. Just curious.
Yeah.
You ever had a conversation with somebody and then like recorded it, like a podcast, something like that? You ever did that?
Yeah.
You ever had a conversation with somebody on the phone?
Uh-huh.
That's what I need you to do right now. You're trying to be a therapist. I need you to be Meg.
Okay.
Let's try it again. So let's have a conversation. What did we just do together?
We talked about the beach and the sandbox. So different ways to be themselves.
Come on. Keep going.
We talked about beliefs and facts and how that can, change your life.
Come on, Meg. Give me one more.
We also talked about you can only do the best you can with what you have. So whichever version of you is showing up, that's who you're going to be.
We're done, Meg. Note ready.
Okay.
Your note is done. That's the thing. And I want you to know, and I really appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing, because we all have been conditioned to believe what progress note needs to be like. And if your site does not have a system, doesn't have a structure, then you get to create it. In my opinion, the easiest way to do a progress note is in narrative form.
Yeah.
Just talk about what the hell happened. Client showed up. Client did this. I did that. We did this. Call it a day. Because your progress note is a snapshot. It's a movie trailer for the movie that nobody ever sees. Oh my goodness. Nobody ever sees your progress note. Besides the person that sees it, who may be your supervisor, maybe the atmosphere, the Wizard of Oz, I don't damn know. But what I do know is nobody gives a shit. Name one progress note that you got thrown back at you. Doesn't exist. Name one treatment plan that you got thrown back at you. Does not exist. Name one progress note or treatment plan that any insurance panel threw back at you. Doesn't exist because they don't give a shit.
They don't like the code you're using.
That's it. And the code ain't even on the progress note. Depends on what you're using, but for the most part, the code ain't related to these things. That's for billing. Again, I want you to see the beach in the sandbox. So Meg, give yourself permission to talk through your progress note. Don't write shit. Talk through it.
Yeah, no, you should see the notes that I take. It's like half sentences and words.
Get rid of them. That doesn't serve you, Meg. Talk through it.
Yeah.
Talk through it. Talk through it with yourself. Do an audio. Pop it in AI. You don't have to do that, but I'm just saying, do dictation. You have to do this job based off of who you are, not the systems that was designed. That doesn't apply to us. It just doesn't. Real talk. So Meg, you are a thinker. You and I both, we neurospicy. We can't sit and write a damn note, okay? But I can talk the hell out of one. So,
Yeah.
thank you, Roselle. Neurospiciness, we here. I can't just sit and write a damn note. I'm ready to do something else. I just did 50 minutes. I'm not even finna sit and write it. I'm gonna get up and be out here in these streets, find a tree I can hug. So while you out here in these streets, record the note and call it a day and take you out of the hot seat because you don't belong. I'm just giving a trailer to the movie that happened between me and my client, which means I have the discretion of what I put in and what I don't. You all run the show. And from today moving forward, whose house is it? My house. And whatever the fuck you say goes. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart in the most respectful and professional way possible.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're no longer living by the rules that was not designed for us. We're living by the rules that work for us. And what works for you, you have to discover it. So Meg, that pressure of getting it right, again, that salamander shit. As a Gator, I'm consistent. How do I consistently speak for me? The same way I consistently code switched. Ooh, somebody get me out of here. Pull me out, get me out of here, right? Because I'm talking too much truth and we don't want to talk about it. Look how much work we did to code switch to get here, being scared to be us. It doesn't work, y'all. I mean it. I tried it. You know how hard it is to be a white woman as a black man? I tried it. It's hard because that's the environments I've been in as long as I've been moving up in education. It's white women. White women do things very differently than me as a black man. No shade, no disrespect. Thank you, Tiffany. So therefore, I can't emulate somebody I'm not. So let me just be me. Meg, that's what I'm giving you today.
Yeah.
Others, what you got? We here. This is day one. Y'all gonna deal with me every damn week. Hey, Claudine, what's up, baby? What's happening? Talk to me. You got me ready now, Claudine. Come on.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being here. What's happening? You at the crib chilling. I love it.
Yeah, I'm retired. So I've been retired 10 years. I was a school counselor. Keisha invited me. We worked together. We worked together about 15 years ago before I retired. Yes.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So what made you decide I want to be a part of this community?
Well, for one, I was invited. Number two, I'm studying 10 years later to take my NCE exam. So it's been 10 years, but I said I might just do it, just take the exam.
I love it. And please feel free, y'all, give that love, show that love. This is what the community is about.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Keisha, what's happening? You bringing folks in. You didn't even know you need to bring folks in. You already did your homework, your life work.
Yeah, I invited someone also along with me. I don't know if she came in. Her name is last name Gamble. I don't know if she's on, but I did invite her.
Y'all see how this working already?
Yeah, because we're both studying for the exam and we want to learn more. And I was a school counselor. I never worked in, did any treatment plans and things like that. Not even when I did my internship as a mental health counselor. The social workers wouldn't allow you in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Keisha, absolutely. Keisha, I'm glad you're here. What's the scoop?
Listen, last week was absolutely phenomenal. I learned so much. I call her Miss Ray. Like Miss Ray said, we work together. I'm still a school counselor in New York, but I've completed my advanced certificate in mental health. So I'm on to the next step with getting with my licensure. In my internship, I was in charge of doing my own treatment plans, which was a little intimidating. And I'm still not 100% comfortable with doing it, especially because I'm under a new practice and they're requiring you to do one within 24 hours, like as soon as you meet them. Whereas the private practice that I worked with under my internship, she was like, sometimes it takes a couple of sessions in order to diagnose. And that's what I would do. Most of the time I would have it within 1 to 2 sessions, but with the practice that I'm at now, you have to do it with the one session. So I'm just trying to get myself together. I do have a concern with regards to providing notes. Is my hesitation is that I don't include something that needs to be included.
So just curious, what needs to be included that you're not including?
Um, I don't know, like if they were to say
I'll
something.
help you. I'll help you. You're making it up. That's all. Yeah, that's it. I just like to simplify. You're making it up. So it's an idea of what if I'm doing it wrong, Keisha?
Yes.
You're not. You're not. Because there's no right or wrong to this. It's subjective. And it depends on where the hell you at, who you with, who's there, their stuff. It's made up. So Keisha, take that pressure off of you. You're doing great. You ain't been fired, ain't nothing been sent back to you. You're doing just fine. And you ain't sleeping with clients either. But if you wanted to, just wait 6 years.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go. Keisha, get that off of you. Miss Ray, get that off of you. Real talk. We don't deserve it. So therefore, what I write is enough. If it's not, let me know. And nobody's going to let you know because everybody's doing the best they can with what they have. I just want to talk about facts. The confidence that you all are looking for comes with time and knowing oneself. That's why I'm in here talking mad shit. I know me, and I know enough. I don't know it all, but I know enough. And I know enough about me and empirical data on facts, which is why I'm able to get to things real quick, Keisha. That's why I was able to hit you so fast with a honey bun. That's why they call them honey buns. It's soft, but it's still a soft. The reason I'm able to get so fast is my perspective is different. And my perspective is different because I've lived through what you all are living in. Oh my goodness, I've lived through what you're living in. That means I'm over it. I don't live in that world anymore. That's why I can give you this information to help you get out of that world, because that world does not work. It keeps you in this place. This is how you experience compassion fatigue and burnout. This is how you get dogged out from this profession, trying to fit a mold that doesn't fit you. Fit the mold that you already are working towards, and that's yourself. Who house? My house. And say it with your chest. That's for the women too. Say it with your chest, baby. My house. So whatever you say, Keisha, Miss Ray, Tiffany, Roselle, Meg, Dr. Sutherland, Adam, Jennifer, David, whatever you say goes. If anybody got something to say about it, send them to me. Dr. Brent said I can do this. They ain't gonna find me. They ain't finna whoop me. Just want to talk about facts. Send them to me. Last thing, I'm gonna shut up. One day, but not 2 days. So, life work. You're not leaving here without getting something beyond what you already got. So now this is the gift that keeps on giving. We don't do homework here. We do life work. Life work is anything that you choose to do that you've never done before. Gives you an opportunity to pivot, opportunity to change your life. 3 things real quick. Being done. I will challenge you to be done with certain people, places, and things. You know exactly who that is. Who, what, when, where. You already know. Number 2, set a small goal and execute. What's a small goal? Finishing my progress note within 10 minutes. Doing an audio record and pop it in ChatGPT or whatever the hell you want. What's a small goal? Go down dead end. See if you can find that car. If you find it, text me. Last thing, mentorship and community building. Bring one person back next week. Tell one person to come next week. Okay? It may feel like church, but it's cool. Okay? This is Gator University, and y'all are the first inaugural class. Congratulations. There will be so many amazing therapists that come out of this community. I'm telling y'all what I know, not what I heard. I am Charles Xavier, and this is X-Men School. And everybody in here got a superpower, and I want to help you hone in on it to be the best you can ever be, because I am him, the shit. Capital H-I-M, no sprinkles. 1 minute left. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, rebuttal, prayer requests. Gene Gray, I see you, Adam. Yo, Gene. With X-Men.
No,
so
Dr. Branchett was great. Oh, I thought we had 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm sorry, jump in. My bad.
Oh, look. No, I just want to say everything is great. I feel like this community is definitely something I want to be a part of, and just navigating the next steps. It'll be an awesome experience.
So I want to be a stickler for time, maintain that 1 hour, and that's all we did. That's all we gave. Take care of yourselves. I'll see y'all next week. If not, I'll see you when I see you. Much love. Peace.